Welcome back to Unpacked Cardboard, Cards, Collecting, Business. Why do so many collectors spend hours digging through dollar boxes and bulk bins? After all, most people walk right past them. They're looking for the showcase cards, the graded slabs, the high-end singles in display cases. But some of the best opportunities in the hobby aren't sitting under glass. They're sitting in cardboard boxes. And today, I want to talk about why dollar boxes and bulk bins continue to be one of my favorite parts of the hobby. When most people think about card collecting, they think about big hits. They think about pulling a chase card from a pack. They think about buying a grail card they've wanted for years. There's nothing wrong with that. But some of the most fun I've ever had collecting came from finding cards that everyone else overlooked. There's something exciting about digging through hundreds or thousands of cards and spotting something valuable that somebody else missed. Maybe it's a Pokémon card from a set you need for your binder. Maybe it's a rookie card that got buried in a box. Maybe it's a low population card that nobody recognized. Or maybe it's simply a card that means something to you. That's the beauty of the hunt. You never know what you're going to find. And that's exactly why people keep searching. The interesting thing about dollar boxes is that they level the playing field. You don't need a huge budget. You don't need thousands of dollars to participate. You don't need to win an auction or outbid another collector. Sometimes all you need is patience. I've watched collectors pull cards worth 10, 20, or even 50 times the asking price from dollar boxes. Not because the dealer didn't know what they were doing, but because it's impossible to perfectly price every single card. Most dealers are processing thousands of cards. They're sorting inventory, setting up shows, running online stores, shipping orders, managing customers. At some point, every dealer has to make a decision. Do I spend 10 minutes researching a card that might be worth $3? Or do I put it in a dollar box and move on? Most choose the second option. And that's where opportunity is created. Now, let's be clear. You shouldn't expect every dollar box to be full of hidden treasures. Most aren't. If you're searching dollar boxes expecting to find a $500 card every weekend, you're probably going to be disappointed. But that's not really the point. The real value comes from consistency. Finding a few extra dollars of value here. Finding a card for your collection there. Completing a set. Finding inventory for your store. Those small wins add up over time. For sellers, bulk bins can be even more valuable. Many successful card businesses were built on inventory sourced from bulk. Think about it. If you can buy cards for pennies and sell them for a few dollars, the margins can be surprisingly strong, especially when you're doing it at scale. A lot of new sellers focus entirely on expensive cards. They want the $500 card, the $1,000 card, the big home run. But experienced sellers understand something important. Cash flow matters. 100 cards that sell for $5 each can sometimes be better than one card that takes 6 months to sell. That's why bulk matters. It's inventory, it's opportunity, and it creates repeatable business. There's another reason people love dollar boxes. Nostalgia. You never know what memory you're going to uncover. Maybe you find a card you had as a kid. Maybe you find a card from a favorite set. Maybe you find something you haven't seen in 20 years. That's one of the things that makes this hobby special. We're not just buying cardboard. We're buying memories. We're buying stories. We're buying connections to moments in our lives. And sometimes those moments are hiding in a box that everyone else ignored. One thing I've learned over the years is that the best collectors are usually curious. They don't just chase what everyone else is chasing. They explore. They learn. They dig. They look where other people aren't looking. And that's exactly what searching dollar boxes teaches you. Patience, knowledge, observation. You start recognizing sets faster. You start spotting undervalued cards. You begin understanding the market better. The more you search, the more your eye develops. And eventually, things start jumping out at you. Cards other people overlook become obvious. Opportunities become easier to identify. That's a skill that translates into every part of collecting and selling. So why do we search dollar boxes and bulk bins? Because it's affordable. Because it's fun. Because it's educational. Because it's nostalgic. Because sometimes there's real value waiting to be discovered. But most importantly, because the hunt is still one of the best parts of the hobby. No matter how advanced technology becomes, no matter how many pricing apps exist, and no matter how much data is available, there will always be something exciting about flipping through a box of cards and finding something unexpected. That's a feeling that keeps collectors coming back. And honestly, I hope it never changes. What's your take? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, this is Unpacked Cardboard Cards. Collecting. Business.